they gonna get, with some of them, Jake, we know that, you know what I'm saying, through the spirit, man. Some of them, Jake, man, you know. But some of them just, like your brother say, the Bible built, more like down south, more the Negro culture. Hey, we basically outnumber them, so more our culture basically overwhelmed them, man. So they took on the culture more, man. But like up north and shit, you know, it's more their culture, man. You know, which these crackers don't believe in the Bible, you know, but they try to, like, going back to what somebody know that scripture, what does the throne of iniquity? We just read that? Okay.
Psalm 94, right?
Come. But going back to that scripture, man, what does the throne of iniquity have to do with basically these law, statutes, and commandments, man? Nothing, man.
Come on.
Go ahead.
All right, it says, are pastors and churchgoers in danger? In other words, Christians are in danger because their core beliefs are different from government-approved gender identity beliefs.
Right, and that's actually talking about the brothers, man, because we the true Christians, man. Yeah, we know we in danger, man. Going back to the scripture the brother just read, man, he that departed from evil, making himself a prey, man. You know, but Tyler want to finish that up in Isaiah 59. His own brought salvation.
Yeah. And his own righteousness, it sustained him.
Come, man. Right, see, so this who's gonna have to deliver us, man. Whom the world knows is Jesus Christ, man. You have a shot, man. You know, his own righteousness sustained him, man. You know, go ahead.
For he put on the righteousness as a breastplate.
Right, and what does Ephesians the 6th chapter tell us? To put on righteousness as a breastplate, man. What do a breastplate do? It protect you. They use a breastplate back in the day, basically to protect you, man. It was like your armor, man. So your righteousness is gonna protect you, man, in these times to come, man. Even though it's gonna bring you persecution at the same time, it's gonna protect you, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And the helmet of salvation on his head.
And the helmet of salvation on his head, man. Ephesians tell you to put on that helmet of salvation. What's that is, man? Knowing who you are first and foremost, man. You know? And then, basically, man, trying to live by these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. And know, you know,
True power.
Come, man. Be circumspect, redeeming the times, because the days are evil, man. That's part of that knowledge of salvation. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, man.
That's right.
You know? You had something there, that's it on there?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
He put on the garment of vengeance.
He put on the garment of vengeance, man. You know, because that's what the Lord coming back for, vengeance, man. You know, he coming back to bring vengeance against the evildoers, man. You know, starting with our people first, man. You know, that's why you see our people catching all this hell first, man. Venezuela, you know, it's gonna hit all them South American countries, man. America gonna be the last spot it hit though, man. North America, you know, but it's gonna hit this the worst, man.
Right.
You know, go ahead, bro.
He put on the garment of a vengeance for clothing, and was clad with zeal as a cloak.
Right, man. So he was clad with zeal as a cloak, man. You know, like going back to that scripture when he basically whooped them wicked Pharisees out the temple, man. It said, the zeal of thine house have eaten me up, man. You know, but like going back to Isaiah 63, the Lord said the day of vengeance burning in his heart, man. You know, so he just sitting and waiting, man. But it's building up, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
Keep going.
That's it on it.
Keep jumping 19.
Go ahead.
Go 19. 19. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Most High from the west.
So should they fear the name of the Most High from the west, man. So this before the kingdom, man. It said they gonna fear the name of the Most High from the west. Where we at, man? In the west, man. The Western Hemisphere. Go ahead, bro.
And his glory from the rising of the sun.
Right, which is the east.
And that glory is going to those chariots, man.
Come.
You know, that's part of the arm of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah as well, man. Because that's where Yahweh Shah is coming back in. He's coming back in that fathership. You know? Y'all got any precepts?
Okay. When the enemies come in like a flood.
Right, so when the enemy should come in like a flood, man, you know, when that persecution basically come down upon us, man. Go ahead.
And that flood is going into their military, man.
And it's funny how they got them troops called the stormtroopers, man. You know?
But the Bible's not real, though.
Go ahead, bro.
The spirit of the Most High will lift up a standard against him.
And then some of us, through Lord willing, is going to have spiritual power, man. You know, that's going to be that standard that's raised against them.
Just it on there. Revelation chapter 2. I started verse 9 to down to 10.
Okay.
I know thy works in tribulation, in poverty, but thou art rich.
And the reason why we are rich because, you know, we have the true riches, and that's the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Al Shah. And that scripture links up to Romans the 11th chapter.
Man.
So it says 11 and 13.
Right, man. So for somebody, you might have some people that watch this video. It could be your first time, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Latino, or Native American, the Lord know your situation, man.
Yeah.
But you are rich, man. Like the brother was saying, start believing in this truth, man.
Yeah.
Listen to the men of GMS, man. Great millstone, you know. The Lord said, he know our poverty and our tribulation, you know. But we are rich, man. So he know the condition we in, man. You know.
Bro, let me bring that out since you said it, just to make sure. Salakia. Hey, I said Romans 11 and 13 was actually Romans 11 and 33. It says, oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out. Because only the elect are going to be able to get this type of information, man. Anybody, that's why certain people that open up the scriptures, they can't break the code, man, because they wasn't selected to do so. Just making a point.
Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works in tribulation, in poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Because who claims that they are Jews and are not? That's going back into the house of Esau, man, the dukes of Edom, man. They're claiming that they're Jews. You know, of course, when this was written at first, it was actually talking about Jews. But now, this is actually talking about Esau, man.
What are the synagogue of Satan?
And what is that? That synagogue of Satan means he's the chief house, man. Everything starts with Esau, man. And it trickles down to these other nations.
Fear none of those things.
So fear none of those things. What, like the brother was going to say, the persecution, potential death, so on and so forth.
Which thou shalt suffer.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, in order to, and it's what this brother always say, in order to get to it, you got to go through it, man. You know, you're not going to get something so magnificent as a kingdom without going through nothing, man.
We're gonna have some scratches and bruises.
Yeah.
Which we get there real quick in 2nd Ezra chapter 7. The devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Yup, and that fucking devil is Esau, and that devil means deceiver, man. And how does he deceive people? With his fucking legislations, his democracy, his philosophy, his technology, so on and so forth.
That ye may be tried.
Yeah.
And ye should have tribulation 10 days.
So we don't. It's just a amount of time that we're gonna go through stuff, man. You know, not only it doesn't mean actually 10 days is just a point of time or a period of time. We're gonna have to go through hardships, man.
Right, 10 is a number that also means completion, man. So whatever amount of time you have to be locked up, man, you know, you just endure, man. The Lord gonna deliver you, man.
That's right.
You know, be thou faithful unto death.
Be thou faithful unto death. Okay. So even when, you know, that presentation of death is presented to you, and then he gives you that option, well, hey, if you do this, you can do that. You can't trust that fucking devil, man. He'll still kill you, man. You know, you might as well die for something than live for nothing.
And I will give thee a crown of life.
And what's that crown that goes into, what is that, 2nd Ezra 13? Lord willing, Yahweh Shah, when he comes back, he's going to be crowning the elect, man. That's what we live for. You take away that, then we're gone.
Start at verse 6, huh? All
right. 2nd Ezra 7, verse 6. There's also another thing, a city is builded.
Right, and that city is going into our kingdom, man. You know, which in the spirit world, which you prophesying in it, you know, you see how a lot of times they be speaking in past tense time, man, because in the spirit world they already see it, man. But our kingdom actually gonna be built up by these other nations, man. Go ahead.
It's set up upon a broad field and is full of all good things.
Coming in, it's gonna be full of all good things, man. You know, no more pain, no more sorrow, you know, no more tears or nothing, just continuously happiness, man. For you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, but right now 2/3 gonna have to die on this side, man. But hey, they're gonna come back in the kingdom and everything gonna be all good, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
The entrance thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall.
Right, but even with the elect that's gonna make it, hey, the entrance thereof is still set in a dangerous place, man. And the entrance thereof is narrow, man.
Can I say something?
Go ahead,
That's
bro.
that straight gate, man.
Come,
That's that position of difficulty, man.
come.
All right, it says, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left hand a deep water.
Right, which the fire goes into the second death, and that water goes back into the first death, which was the flood, man. You know, go ahead.
And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be but one man go there at once.
Right, man. So this how narrow the path is, man. So, hey, it ain't no walking side by side. It's like brothers walking one by one, and you know, brother might fall back, the brother hold him up from the back. You know what I'm saying? That's the path, man. That's how narrow the path is, though, man. But like you say, it's fire on one side and water on the other side, man. You know. So, and this the interest, like, bro. And this the interest of entering into the kingdom, man. You know, like and going back to what you said, man. We can't the Lord, the making into that kingdom, man. There ain't no easy road, man. You know. It's a dangerous path we taking, man. We putting our lives on the line, man. You know, like the scripture said, hey, everything that was written aforetime went for our comfort and our learning, man. Look at what the men of the Lord went through, doing they whole ministries, man. You know, a lot of them had to taste their death, man, in horrible ways, man. You know.
Yeah, hey, no, I was just saying, basically, that path is so narrow. That's why the scripture says, you know, you have to work out your own salvation, man. Because another brother, man, a brother can't save you, man. You can't save yourself. And just to go into quick precept, this is Matthew 7:14. Because straight is the gate. No, it's Salaki. I'm going to start at 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Right, man. So, hey, don't be caught up into believing into what a lot of people into, man. Like this Christianity thing, that's the broad gate right there, man.
Yeah.
That ain't no straight gate, man. It's Roman Catholicism. You got billions and billions of Roman Catholics, millions of so-called Christians, millions of so-called Muslims, man. That ain't the straight gate, man.
What Catholic go back to? Universal.
Come, man.
Incorporates everything, all religion into one segment, man.
But the Hebrew Israelites, we basically the ones through the spirit of Yahweh Shai setting that narrow path, man. Starting with the men of Great Millstone, man, with the elders of Great Millstone, man. They the ones basically set up the create this straight gate, man. Because the churches, hey, like we were saying, the Christianity, Roman Catholicism, and Islam, it ain't no straight gate, man. You know?
And that goes back to why you know, through the spirit, how about Shem Shah, Lord willing, we're the true Christians. Acts 11:26. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
Right, man. And the disciples and Christians just goes back to the Greek word Christos, which means the anointed ones, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Christ, which that's like the singular form of saying is anointed one, but Christians is the plural form, which means the anointed ones, man.
That's right.
And so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the elect first, man. You the anointed ones, man. You know.
I'll finish this. Go ahead.
It was just I was just had a quick research. I was just you supposed to follow the straight gate, and the world basically is that wide path, you know. And it says Exodus 23:2. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil."
Yeah, and right now, and what does masses mean? Masses means death, man. And so one way that you follow this multitude is basically by this legislation from Esau, man. So, I'm gonna finish it out.
Finish that last verse in here.
All right. Matthew 7, and I'll just get to the point on this one.
Read that.
I'm gonna start with
Yes, start off where you finish at 13.
Okay, all right.
Then read.
Matthew 7:13, that leadeth to destruction, and many there be with go in thereat.
Right, man. So, like going back to there's gonna be more people that basically perish than be saved, man. 2/3 of our people gonna get destroyed, man. You know, which that's 66.6% of our people, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
Verse 14, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life.
Straight, and that word straight, going back to what the brother said earlier, is difficult, man. Difficult is the way, man. You know, go ahead.
Okay.
So it's not the easy path, man. Go ahead.
And few there be that find it.
And there's gonna be few there be that find it, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
2 Ezra 7, back in 8, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Read verse 9.
And that's why you have to work out your own salvation, man.
Come. Verse 9, if this city now were given unto a man for inheritance, if he never should pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
Good, there you go, man. So we gotta earn this kingdom, man.
Right.
We gotta pass the dangers, man. You know, because the kingdom we finna get, man, this finna be an everlasting kingdom, man. You know, we finna receive an everlasting kingdom, man. The everlasting righteousness gonna be sealed. Hey, our wickedness gonna be sealed up, man. We finna, or the Lord ushering in the kingdom of everlasting righteousness, man. You know, so that's why we gotta go through the dangers set before us, man. Then the servant not greater than his master, man. Just imagine what Yahushua went through, man. And our mission ain't nowhere near that hard, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like something you work hard for, you appreciate it more. Like something just easily given to you, you basically not gonna have too much feelings or care about it.
That's why Esau acts the way he acts.
Yeah, that's why them rich ass kids in Madison, the place where you live down, we live at, bunch of rich ass white kids, you know, and they don't give a damn, you know, mama, fuck this shit, I do what I want to do, you know, cause they give it to them though.
Exactly. Think about Esau when Esau get that brand new Beamer. You know what I'm saying? Never work hard for it, and they like they wreck it, they don't wash it, they don't clean it. But when Jake get a goddamn at Park Avenue, he done fucking saved for this money. He gonna try his best to keep that bitch clean.
Yeah.
And with that, we hope you were edified. All praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Salutations to you brothers teaching in truth and in sincerity. With that, death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America.